Great. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the JDL Season 2. Season 2. Oh my god, what am I saying? Season 4 match review. I'm joined by Aurora, Evan, and Maggie. So far tonight, we'll see if anyone else comes in. We're going to just jump straight into it. We have our first battle, and I think this is a very apt one to start on because this is the rematch of Season 3 finals, being Maggie versus Foe. Maggie has brought Yveltal, Naganadel, regular Ampharos, Primarina, Mega Medicham. It's Mega Medicham, right?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Good.
And then Terra Chandelure, and then Foe has brought Terra, Ursaluna, Slowking, Raikou, Golden Go, Great Tusk, and Diancie. No Kieran Black, which kind of surprised me, but I guess...
What a way to start out the season with a finals rematch.
Yeah. And the Kieran Black from last season does not return. And this is Terra Fairy on... Terra Water on Ursaluna, which hits right away, and then Terra Fairy on Chandelure. Because I believe... I'm not going to pull up the sets, because we'll spend like 30 hours dissecting them. But I'm pretty sure this is Terra...
It's an AV Ursaluna.
Yeah, like max... Is it max? I don't know if it's max, but it was indeed AV.
I think it is because it takes like nothing from a Draco later in the game.
So probably was, yeah. Oh, Diancie, Jesus Christ, getting some good damage off early before dying. One thing that was like brought up after the power rankings was the fact that Foe does have like a trick room form with his team. I do think it's kind of not there when you have this AV set. I mean, obviously, like, Ursaluna is still going to hurt. We saw how much it did to Yveltal earlier. And yeah, look, see...
Yeah, like, that's a Draco crit that does nothing.
Yeah. I mean, I think, yeah, lovely para, but I think that's kind of what you have to do there. You have to just sacrifice that.
And Terra Ursaluna is so scary.
Yeah, Terra Ursaluna is very good. That's knockoff chip. The two paras in a row is definitely unfortunate. Jesus Christ, Yveltal.
Yeah, Yveltal's good.
Yeah, I think that's
and this is the scariest part of the game because essentially, if that Raikou combines, it's now the scariest thing ever.
Yeah, I think you're fine with taking that trade because I do think Yveltal is more important for later.
Yep, because I have Sucker.
Yeah, and you can guys just get very free recovery. I think not burning is very nice for you.
Mm-hmm. Means I get this on Slowking, and then Slowking goes down. Now right here, Defog is literally just to get full HP Chandelure in.
Yeah, no, I think that's a smart move because I think you don't have Oblivion Wing. I think if you've shown every move, or you didn't show Defog yet, but yeah, I think.
And I have Balloon, so like there's no stab opportunity there.
Yeah, I think that was really that ended up being really nice because then you can just your options are very limited. I think tearing there is still the correct move in case it has like knock, and then yeah, just because I think there was AV Tusk as well.
I don't remember if it was AV Tusk, but like yeah, it's still threatening either way because if I don't have Balloon there, he gets to potentially just go for, I believe, Headlong Rush and just kill me on a roll. So, pretty much it's... Balloon wins me that game.
Yeah. Oh, it is a roll if you're not Balloon. I think that says something about the power of Great Tusk as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think that for MVP, I mean, I feel like Yveltal kind of just was a problem to deal with.
Yveltal pretty much carries me through the whole game. If it doesn't have Sucker, I don't take out Raikou.
I think Raikou gives you some problems if you don't have Sucker. I would even say. But I think Yveltal did a very good job. shows why it costs that much. And I think it's safe to say Yveltal for week 1 MVP for this battle. I mean, I guess you could make a case for Ampharos, but like, no, I kid.
I love regular Ampharos.
Although I think Ampharos did like kind of do what you wanted it to this battle. It got a static proc off. It pivoted.
And ideally, the main thing it was here for was the fact that if Foe does do Trick Room shenanigans, because I believe both the Deontay and Slowking are both rocking Trick Room from what I remember the sets. Ampharos is slow as fuck, so it can potentially at least do something in the Trick Room scenarios.
This was one of the first battles of the week, so I don't remember sets really off the top of my head. It was forever ago. Okay, I found them. Yeah. Okay, so Dynasty had Trick Room, but not Slowking.
Okay, Slowking didn't. Thought.
Eject Pack. Great Tusk. That's interesting. Well, yeah, with Headlong Rush, but... Huh. Alright. So yeah, moving on, we have Poke versus Nate. Nate has brought Mega Lucario, Rotom Wash, Reshiram... sorry, Rillaboom Reshiram, Terra Gliscor, and not Dragalge, Dragapult. I can't fucking speak. And then Poke has brought Mega Blastoise, Celesteela, Giratina, Ribombee, Krokorok, and Terra Garganacl. And I think the Terra Tap is a really interesting battle, because I think this does not feel like we're a battle I would want to bring Terra Fire on Gliscor. With Mega Blastoise, Garganacl, and Giratina. Especially Mega Blastoise. That's why I'm like, I don't like Terra Fire. And Terra Dragon's interesting. So I guess we'll get to see that. I know Tim talked about why he brought it. Also, ballsy to let lead to give the chance for Gliscor to be paralyzed there. I think that was very...
To be I'll give him some brownie fairness points of the fact that I don't think you really generally expect spores on Ribombee.
It does actually typically run Stun Spore.
Oh.
Like all the time. Also burning with Rillaboom as well.
Yeah, that's so bad.
That's yikes.
I'm just getting like all of the status that he wants. And I'm guessing this is going to be... No, Thunderwave, not. I was going to say, I'm guessing there's Defog on this Rotom.
Does Defog clear terrain?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, Tim's actually just getting every single status he wants.
Yeah, Tim's got mad control over this entire game state.
Here comes the Krokorok.
And it gets in Tim Alpha on Gliscor.
You just let this thing die, right?
Yeah, you just throw out a knockoff here.
Yeah.
Like, Defog took out hazards on Nate's side, but it also took off hazards on Poke's side.
Yeah. And I think, I think your only, like, hazard removal would be... It's either Ribombee... Oh, no, I guess Blastoise could have Rapid Spin. I doubt it does. Here comes the Terra... Ice Punch as well. That's...
Terrifying.
I actually like the read of, like, oh, they're potentially going to, like... Okay, that's unlucky.
Oh.
You just click Salt Cure here, right? Oh, Terra Blast.
Oh, what?
I mean, I guess, yeah, because you're against Dragapult.
Oh.
Oh, that does nothing.
Yeah, and I mean, unless it's like a Draco Media, you're not worried about tanking it.
Garg is so scary.
I think Garg's actually because like I think Garg's actually I don't. So actually looking at this magic because I know what item he has and I want to wait till he procs it to explain why I think the Garg is really good here. And like why I think the Terra Dragon is really good.
Rillaboom is now taking Life Orb, Salt Cure, and Burn damage every turn.
There it goes. I think okay, that's actually I like that. I like the Grassy Seed on Reshiram.
Oh,
That's unfortunate. And so one of the things he said that I remember seeing Tim say, he didn't want to be fairy because he didn't want to be weak to Lucario, but he wanted to be able to resist dragon and fire to like, or not resist fire. He wanted to be able to tank both hits. So I think the Terra Dragon with the Bomb Berry is a fucking cook because you also resist the Ghost type moves from Dragapult.
And the crit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And now trying for the second Dragon type move just leads to the end. Of course, now you gotta worry about this thing.
I mean, I think yes. I mean, I think Mega Blastoise actually deals with it very easily with Aura Sphere.
I Rillaboom.
And weirdly enough, I don't think that's not what you want to do because now, I mean, it's over now because Mega Blastoise is going to come and it's going to click the Shell Smash button because you're going to do fuck all to it now.
Yeah, and like the best case scenario is you E-speed with Mega Lucario, but you likely don't have that because you're running Bullet, I imagine.
Even if it does, it's not going to do. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Was that Garganacl?
It's not gonna do enough, yeah.
That might have been an MVP Garganacl though.
I definitely think so.
I think.
I want to just give a tiny honorable mention for that stun spore right at the beginning because I feel like that entirely. I feel like there's a very different way this game could have gone if Gliscor actually got its poison.
I'll be honest. I think knowing how these all end, I think this was like the biggest whiteout of the week. I don't think there is a single moment in this battle. Like yes, it's 2-0. Or at least in the Dynasty division, it's like biggest whiteout. I think there is not a single moment in this battle where Nate has control. It actually feels really well done from Tim, where he just feels like every single step of the way, he gets everything he wants. Like
every single Mon on Poke's team does what it is supposed to do and does it perfectly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because Giratina gets all its status off. Rabombi gets webs.
Nate's team is insane.
And Spore, yeah. Croc puts his work in. Garganacl is phenomenal. Celesteela, it doesn't do it. It gets his leech seed off.
It does what you'd expect Celesteela to do.
Yeah, there was a Reshiram on the field, so it couldn't do it all. But like, it dies when it needs to die. Everything does what it wants to do. It doesn't feel like because like, look, yes, you kill Giratina here. That's game though. You can't deal with Blastoise.
Yep.
Well, yes, you kill the Giratina, but Blastoise is now just free to come in. I want to check. Because I know these sets definitely got posted. Never mind. I am a liar. They did not get posted. But, like... Yeah, no, I think Tim just plays it phenomenal. I think it's just got to go to Garganacl for being the ultimate just fucks everything up. I mean, how much Salt Cure damage was taken? Like we said, Rillaboom was burnt, leech seeded, or not leech seeded, Salt Cured and Life Orb recoil. Moving on, we have Parker versus Skye. Parker has brought Terra Skeledirge, Mega Aerodactyl, Dialga, Theramosa, Mew, and Obstagoon. Skye has brought Zygarde complete, Magearna, Meowscarada, Pecharunt, Miltank, and Talonflame. And this is Terra Water on Skeledirge. And that's the only Terra to happen in the game. Oh, bye.
Oh.
That makes me cry.
I think that's really
Or
low.
Obstagoon.
Ooh.
Second.
If you get poisoned here, no.
Oh,
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
that didn't. Jesus.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
This is still in a very scary scenario, though, no matter what.
Yeah. To
Because,
be fair, if you hit yourself in
like,
confusion, you're as good as dead. Oh, never mind.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Bye.
like, no matter what happens now,
Bye.
Aerodactyl gets 2 kills.
Yeah. I think that's the best 2 you can trade for it, though. Losing Miltank and Talonflame, you still have all of these guys left, and that's a great pivot. He's forced out. I don't like that.
Torch Stomp.
Yeah, because Torch Stomp is going to tear through it. But Gierna's dead
Die
here.
Next hit.
Yeah. And now, I mean, obviously now, what's going to happen is Meowscarada is going to come in. No, that's not Meowscarada. Oh.
Oh.
I was going to say Meowscarada comes in and clicks Flower Trick, but that also
Very,
works.
very good idea.
Like, yeah, I think this is exactly. I would have gone for the like. Oh, I think he. Yeah. Okay, I
Yeah.
see. I was to say, oh, why don't you go for like low kick there? But yeah, going for Play Rough is also good. That's Chip. Oh, that's unlucky.
Oh.
And this is why you don't trust Play Rough.
To be fair, yeah, and then yeah, just Ice Beams. And Skye actually had like a. He had a anti Meowscarada, or not anti Meowscarada, anti.
Pheromosa
on Zygarde with Keyberry, so it would live Triple Axle. I think also Sludge Wave is interesting on a Zygarde D-Dance set. Is that like he didn't think he got anything special?
What did I hit though?
Sludge Wave, yeah. Actually, now that you mention that, I want to know. Guess maybe he was thinking like Terra Fairy on Skeledirge. Because Parker, what is Parker's Fairy type again? I forget.
I don't even know.
I don't think Parker has one. Oh, wait, no, he has a Fairy type. It's Skeledirge, duh. No, but like, so I'm a little. Oh, Whimsicott. Okay, yeah, I guess. Yeah.
That makes sense.
But. Oh yeah, because you can't hit it otherwise. With like, you're dealing pennies. You're like tickling it with that.
Yeah, and you want Sludge Wave on the set just in case it auto switches in to encore you into D-Dances.
I mean, I feel like it kind of has to be. I feel like it's Aerodactyl, or I don't know. Honestly, it's kind of like it's one of those battles where like everyone does everything at once except for Dialga.
Like it's tricky to say because I feel like Aerodactyl inevitably goes down after taking down like what a Miltank and Talonflame. Taking down Talonflame is the big one. Skeledirge does a bit more though by being able to deal with the Deontay. Not Deontay, Magearna.
Yeah, I think it's Skeledirge. It dealt with, I think, 2 more important Pokemon that really open up the game.
And realistically, based on what happened, like, does Meow have Flow Trick?
No.
Okay, I don't think Skye deals with it he doesn't have D-Bond.
Yeah, no, he doesn't. Yeah, I'm Parker Skeledirge.
Yeah, Dirge. Because I think Aerodactyl did take out 2 Mons like automatically, but it was so early on that it got that to that point that it had to take out the 2 least important Mons on the
Yeah.
team.
Like, it's easy for Skye to be like, okay, this thing's going to die. I need to pick 2 things to die. Miltank and Talonflame. Perfect. Sacrifices. I'm actually kind of surprised by, like... Actually, now that I think about it, I'm kind of surprised by Miltank and Talonflame coming for this battle.
What's the set for Miltank here?
Okay, this
Is
is a
it-
cook. This is a cook. Especially defensive Miltank. I guess it's for Skeledirge to toxic it, and...
I think it's both for Dirge and to tank a D meteor.
Yeah. It's meant to counter Dirge though. Wait, yeah, because it resists. It's immune to Ghost and resists fire, so it can tank it towards Solar.
Yeah.
And
This is a
other,
cook.
Really,
This is a maybe a bit too much of a cook though.
Skye's other like really high point Pokemon that didn't come is Quavel, which makes sense not coming because there's just so much water resist on Parker's team.
Yeah. That's fair. But yeah, I think we got to hand to Skeledirge here.
Yeah.
No, I guess.
See it. All right, moving on. We have Violet versus Austin. Violet has brought Solgaleo, Palkia Origin, Terra Volcarona, Dunsparce, Mega Diancie, and Zapdos. Austin has brought Muck, Alola Muck, Talonflame, Iron Valiant, Primal Kyogre, Iron Leaves, Terra Iron Leaves, and Iron Shreds. And this is Terra Dark on Leaves and Terra Electric on Volcarona. Terra Electric is interesting. Not. Oh, I guess it's for. What's it for? It's for Kyogre.
Both of these teams are terrifying.
Yeah. I think Alola Muck is a really good bring just because it can, like, again, 3/4, like, 5/6 of this team is special attackers. So actually getting that burn on it so it can't really do much early on is really good. I'm a little confused as to why we go for Mystical Fire, though. I guess we're expecting a Tread switch in? But I feel like Earth Power would have been a better call for that, I guess. And Palkia Origin is paralyzed.
That para hurts to see
Yeah.
so much.
That's also really bad. I actually do think getting rid of Muck here is really good.
And you get the
Because-
defense boost on Diamond Storm,
Yeah.
but it doesn't matter because
I think you do just have to go for Chip, though. I think...
Yeah, you have to just chip it. Anything dies.
I'm surprised we're slower.
I'm surprised not just bringing Thunder, to be honest.
Or Hurricane. Okay.
at least Kyogre's dead.
Yeah. I think you're fine with, like, that situation, then. That's lovely,
That's
actually.
unlucky.
That's
That's
not,
unlucky.
though.
That's like
Oh, that's a really nice flare. Oh, Akaberry. So this is meant to deal with help it deal with Volcarona, then. I think the one thing though actually really bad though about Zapdos being down is now you have nothing to deal with this. Like nothing to eat those earthquakes.
yeah.
Don't worry, the Dunsparce will do it.
Ooh. Do we have Glare? Nope, we got Body Slam.
No para.
No para.
No, para is sad.
Big Lion.
That's Chip. Oh.
Chip.
It's like I think this goes to Coco because of like its T waves and also like it kind of is it if
Violet
don't know.
still had access to terroring there, right?
Yeah, I don't.
I
That's
I
why
kind of
she
get it
didn't.
because like you're gonna die to Preds, but like I feel like you terror there just to make
Wait,
sure you don't get T-waved.
no, it's attack booster. So if you get one off, and you would know it's attack booster from earlier, wouldn't you? Yeah, yeah, you would know it's attack booster. So I guess you could go for a Quiver Dance unless they didn't have Quiver Dance. If she doesn't have Quiver Dance, then obviously you can't go for Quiver Dance.
I just think
It
realistically
did.
that scenario would have been like you terror just to make sure you don't get um T-waved, honestly.
Yeah, so I think it's either Coco or Kyogre, I feel.
I feel like
I
I'm a
think
little
I
more leaning towards Kyogre this time just because it got that para on Palkia.
I think the Para and Palkia, also the two that it killed were like critical for it to kill. Like killing Zapdos opens up the game so much for the rest of like for Coco to spread Thunder Waves because you have nothing to tank them. For Tread spread Earthquake. I think Kyogre's kills were really important. All right, so yeah, shout out to Kyogre Primal for two amazing kills. It's kind of like it's the exact same reason for Skeledirge. It's the two that it killed were really important to kill. Moving on, we have our last battle of the Dynasty division: myself versus Soul. Soul has brought Slowbro with a giant hammer. No, I'm kidding. And Tinkaton, uh, Tangrowth, Ho-Oh, Hisuian Zorwork, and Terra Komodo. I have brought Terra Dragonite, Lunala, Terapagos, Landorus Therian, Jirachi, and Sylveon. And this is Terra Ghost Komodo and Terra Flying Dragonite. So I'm like, oh,
Soul's team is so annoying.
no, Soul Team, yeah. I did see one big weakness that I feel like I kind of exploited a little bit, and I feel pretty confident this lead. I'm like, okay, though, this is not what I want. Let's U-turn out. I wasn't even thinking.
Ice Hammer.
No, that's incredible. I couldn't. Oh, I was mad in the moment that I fell for it, but I'm also because I'm less worried about the Ice Hammer. Well, because it's not going to really affect the rest of my team, is what I'm thinking. What I'm really worried about, though, is that my thing that could really deal with Tink also just died. So I've really got nothing to deal with it. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, this was I when I saw this I was like, yeah, Soul's doing exactly what I would have expected him to do.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, that's like the best turn one he could have gotten. I genuinely like I had to pause for a second. I'm like, I don't know what I do here, because that my way to kill this thing just got killed by it. And I'm like, you know what? Jirachi's a good switch in. Let's go for Thunder Wave. I think he might switch out. Nope, he doesn't. We trade back. That's fine. Iron Edge.
I think very good decision making on his part because I don't think he has a ground type.
He does not. And I think I think it was Rocky Helmet on Jirachi. I'm like, you know what? Sylveon is a great switch in. That's unfortunate. But we can just go back.
Now you kind of just had to do this.
I'm like
Right
Stealth
call
Rocks,
on
I mean,
Stealth Rock.
sure.
Hmm.
That's Jet.
Very good heal bell.
If that poisoned right after that, I
That's
would have been a
poison.
little upset. Now that one poison,
There.
like that's okay. That's okay. That's a second
Yeah.
one. That's fine. I deserved it, and I'm like, you know what? He's probably gonna go for it again. Nope. But I think Jirachi being in here is fine if you get a flinch. Okay.
Yeah, honestly, taking the chance, they're a little greedy.
And this is a little off because, like, I can't really... I kind of have to just let Sylveon die there. And I know rocks are a problem for one of the members of my team. Okay, that burning is a little unfortunate.
Yeah. Getting Toxic onto Ho-Oh is good.
Yeah, that was my thought. I was like, getting Toxic on Ho-Oh is really nice.
Also a good decision overall because you don't... Like, a Zoroark switch-in would have been pretty nasty there if you went for a Rapid.
Yeah. And that was like my thought, like, wait if he immediately does it, if not.
Oh.
It's fine.
Okay.
And I know that's the real one. And I know that's not the real one. And I'm like, you know what? Let's just, like, pivot through Terapagos. In comes Dragonite. And I wanted to wait to Terra just to see what he does. And now we Terra. And that's...
Nice.
That's... So that crit didn't matter.
Oh,
that one does.
Okay. That does matter.
That was not the real one. I think going for Poltergeist would have been better there.
It's oh my god, it's strong.
I'm going to reserve my statement.
Oh.
So, what's your statement, Maggie?
So basically, I basically, it's a D-Knight MVP. That is very much so evident.
No, I don't know. I think it's maybe Terapagos for dying.
But
Landorus.
I just want to point out that this game probably has the biggest misplay in my opinion, and I understand why it happened, but like,
is it the trick?
I think it's not the trick.
It's not
the trick. Trick is a huge misplay, but I think the initial switch to Slowbro is actually the bigger misplay.
I see.
Because if Slowbro never takes that first Terra Blast, it can actually do something. Meanwhile, I think if Soul had just gone for another Poltergeist, he almost kills D-Knight in this circumstance. The worst case scenario is it missing.
I got lucky as fuck. I'll say that off the bat. 100%.
And Soul, if you watch this later, I'm not harping on you at all, buddy. I'm simply stating this from like a critical lens.
Yeah. No, I think I also got really lucky because the crit on Ho-Oh to kill was needed to kill.
Yeah, if it gets a Sacred Fire off on you, I think you're fucked.
Oh no, I agree. I think I got very lucky. I think that is Dragonite for Dynasty Division MVP of the week, do we think? Between Yveltal, Garganacl, Skeledirge, Primal Kyogre, and Dragonite.
Yeah, I think everything else there was another Mon like in contention for it. I don't even think anything was close to Dragonite in this battle.
The only other one I think is like had it like locked down was Yveltal. I'm a little biased, but I think Dragonite.
No, I also think Dragonite
did it.
Was more of an MVP than Yveltal was also great though, but
Dragonite, like I'm in agreement. I don't like both Mons effectively are the reason that their players win their games, but D-Knight just completely gets to sweep through and wins you what I think. Realistically, Julia, I think you lose this game. Otherwise,
you don't have to be nice to me. I agree.
That's why I'm saying realistically.
Yeah. No, I agree. I had a little luck in a dream. However, I just want to quickly talk about how insane Terra Flying is on this guy.
It gives you actual flying stab. This mon does not get a good flying type move.
It gets dual wing beat.
It does?
Yeah. But,
okay.
you have physical 80 base power, contactless, 100% accurate flying stab now. And you basically get an adaptability boost. It's so good.
Yeah, like, can you... I think you die to the Rocky helmet if you don't have...
Oh, God, yeah.
Terra Blast.
God, yeah. No, I mean... If I'm ever running Terra Flying on this thing, I'm probably running Terra Blast, because I don't want to fucking run dual wing beat. Just everything about Terra Blast with Terra Flying is better than dual wing beat. It's 100% accurate is the main one. But yeah, shout out to Dragonite for being awesome. Moving on, we go on to the other division, the Imperium division. I'm going to start out with Kiler versus Zac. Oh my god, I didn't even see the teams. Kiler has brought Fluttermane, Genesect, Garchomp, Ogbon Flame, Z Crawdon, and Porygon 2. Zac has brought Zacian, Mega Alakazam, Z Kartana, Raging Bolt, Mandibuzz, and Terra Fire on Rhydon. And I think Terra Fire is good here, because it kind of lets you wall Genesect, kind of lets you wall Fairy moves from Fluttermane. Oh, goodbye.
Bye.
Nice knowing ya.
That was fast.
Yeah, I think this is... I want to say this is Choice Band on Zacian.
I'm terrified of Zacian.
Zacian is a good mon. I think that's a good U-turn. Kiler was saying Earthquake doesn't kill here. I think it does if it's with that chip, but...
I do think it does, but...
Yeah. I know it's no attack investment Garchomp, but... I think rocks are nice here, but I also think losing your Garchomp that early hurts. I think that's a really good read, because I think if you know it's banded, you can probably guess it's running... Goodbye!
Oh.
That's Mega Alakazam dead. That's really good.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's why getting an Alakazam in is hard, folks.
Fun fact, that doesn't kill without Z.
Huh.
It needs Z for that kill?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know.
If it's holding Eviolite.
I don't know if that's, like, crazy for Eviolite Rhydon or just really sad for Crawdon.
That's kind of crazy for Rhydon, because that is 4 times effectiveness from an adaptability mon.
I think that's a really bad miss. Well, it's not 4 times, it's Terrified.
Yeah, so it would have been 2 times, but that's still an adaptability mon with a super effective hit.
No, that's still 4 times effectiveness. Rhydon's 4 times weak.
Yeah, so it's not anymore, because now it's Terrified.
Oh, yeah, no adaptability, though, yeah.
Yeah, Terrified, so with adaptability.
Oh, with adaptability, I see what you mean.
Pokemon.
I spaced out, I'm gonna be honest. I'm ready to see a chip. Like, Jesus Christ. And he's out of here.
Fluttermane.
I think... What do you mean? The Ivy cards will just kill? Oh, Synthesis. Oh, Synthesis. I like that.
Yeah, I think that's really smart. Play rough letting someone down again.
As it does every week.
Yeah. I think... Is that Fluttermane? It's either Fluttermane or honestly Hearthflame. I think...
I'd give it the Flutter.
Yeah, I'd give it Flutter as well. I think... The fact that Ogerpon got 2 lovely kills, especially that U-turn kill, that is so good. Like, when I saw... Like, I remember watching them like, oh, that's huge. Because... you're not lose. You don't lose anything as well going for that kill. It's like you're just doing something you were going to do anyway to get into a better position, and you get a kill. It's always amazing. Moving on, we have Goats versus Lily. Goats has brought upon Cornerstone. I think it's Mega Aggron. Zamazenta, Zegrafii, Regieleki, Terra Regieleki, and Chi-Yu. Lily has brought Mega Salamence, Landorus, Metagross, Rotom Heat, Terra Manaphy, and Chien-Pao. And this is Terra Ice on Regieleki and Fairy on Manaphy. And I think these are both good types for it. Hi, Bonk and Bill. I think, yeah, it's a really good switch in. Taunt is interesting. I guess if you're expecting to go for rocks. Okay, I think I think he's kind of letting it die with the whole keeping it in. And Regieleki does kill. That's shit.
The goat.
Yes, it's Mega Aggron. He's dead.
Oh, he's gone.
When we just come in and we're clicking Terra Ice, aren't we? Yeah.
I'd imagine.
Well, that's. I mean, assuming we're clicking now Dark Pulse here. Yeah. Oh, goodbye. And now we click the Terra Fairy. Stay in. I mean, I think, yeah. I don't know if you could take Levitt if you really need it as well for late game, I guess.
Citrus.
Alluring Voice. It's the same. I guess, yeah, it's the same as Terra Blast, so take the one with the real side effects or special effect. Really good taunt. I think predicting
Very good taunt.
You're predicting the Encore read, so you
And
go
there's
for taunt
Zebrax.
instead. And that's why you draft Grafii here.
Yeah.
Taunts over. And apparently Lily had Rock Polish on Landorus as well, so actually a really huge taunt. Ice Fang. Freeze. Thaw instantly. Just everyone's heart sinks before... And then Scarf anyway, so it didn't matter. And I think...
And this is why
this
no
is a
one
misplay.
likes Freeze.
That was a really bad misplay from Goats, because that doesn't kill. But
Yeah.
low kick kills. So if you don't switch out there, if you let Zamazenta die, Chien-Pao can die to a low kick, which Grafii did have. So I think shout out Chien-Pao for coming in clutch at the end. I think really well played from Lily. Really well played from Goats as well, actually, until the very end.
Yeah.
I'm also very surprised to learn that this fucking cat is 300 pounds. That fuck.
No,
This
it's not the
fat-ass
cat.
cat.
Remember, it's the chain.
This fat ass cheese.
Anyways, moving on, we have Evan versus Benito. Evan has brought Mega
I believe the
Lopunny.
first proper game of the season was this game.
It was, yeah. With Mega Lopunny, Shuckle, Mewtwo, Tapu Fini, hello, Tapu Lele, Volcanion, Inasui, and Gudra. And then we have Giratina Origin, Terrakin Gambit, Mega Blaziken, Komala, Skarmory, and Spectrier. And we have Terra Ghost on... Oh, I think this is Terra Sui and Gudra as well. It might be. It's not. Okay. So this is just a misplay of Stellar, but it's Terra Ghost and then Terra Rock on King Gambit?
That is
What?
fascinating. What is that for?
Ben,
I
I
didn't
I didn't
but
know. What?
I didn't even know
What?
what Terra the Gambit brought, but
Neither did I, but I didn't
What is
think
that
it was
for?
rock.
What?
okay, so Ben, if you see this, one of the
Ben, you got
main
some
reasons you
explaining to
go
do.
Terra what please don't ever go Terra Rock King Gambit again.
I want to know why you brought it as well, because it's like fighting type, water type, steel type, loves running Aura Sphere, loves running Focus Blast.
Is
I'm very
is,
confused.
is, is there like
I
a
think
flying
this is
type
lovely.
that every
This is
has?
lovely for Ben though. Wait,
Oh.
this is lovely.
Oh,
Oh!
oh my
Uh,
Oh
god.
boy. Oh no! We're letting it set
uh,
up. Okay, we don't go for a
Um,
third.
Shuckle's so fat. It doesn't even bring us up.
Okay, we don't need to go for a
can't break
third.
the bond.
Grimday.
Okay, and now you just Draining Kiss, right?
Oh no. I mean, even
Oh.
Why don't you
Psychic
have
would have
Draining
been
Kiss?
Psychic would have been better.
Yeah, that kills.
Um,
And now
no, we
there's
don't. I
hazard
know you're going
down.
for Webs, Ben, but we don't switch this in versus. Oh no.
Goodbye.
Oh no. Oh no.
So,
Bits.
Okay.
if I remember right, he didn't know that Mega Lopunny was a fighting type, right?
Yeah, but even then,
is-
I still just.
It is still a little interesting that it brings high jump kick instead of CC, but that's fine.
Actually, yeah, that's a good point.
You bring the Gambit out, you can't
And
use
Gambit's
Sucker now.
dead.
I don't think Terra Rock would have. I don't think Terra Rock would have helped that.
No, it would not.
I don't think Terra Rock would have done
Calm
anything.
Mind. Okay, that's interesting.
I
guess we're kind of
that's
expecting
fine.
it's like
you live.
you can't really be like
Missed Willow.
yeah, that's unfortunate.
Poison
We can go for attacks. We can go for attacks.
Get Psychic Terrain back up.
Oh,
And
do we have Shadow Ball as our last move? I'm guessing then. Jesus Christ, that was okay.
Shadow
Okay.
Ball.
Oh, bye.
Okay. It's dead.
Thank
It's
you.
Dead. Okay. And
You die.
yeah.
Do we have defog?
Why are you spiking at this point in the game?
I don't
Interesting.
think we're in the position to be spiking.
Well, well, that already has a speed drop.
So weirdly enough, actually, I think if he has SD, he might still win here. If
Did
he
he
has SD,
think-
he wins.
Did he think SD was not legal?
I hope not. Megalopony?
Megalop, yeah. That was a battle.
I have questions. All right, moving on. We have Aurora versus Guy.
I don't remember battling this week actually.
I think the thing that hurts the most about that entire battle is if Spectria was running a move that can do things to Megalop. I think
If it was
just
running-
wins the game.
If it was running Psychic or if it was running Draining Kiss, I think that's a 6-0.
Yeah.
Draining Kiss would have been so good.
Oh yeah, especially with a substitute set. Anyways, moving on, we have Aurora versus Guy. Aurora's brought Xerneas, Terra Heatran, Mega Latios, Sneasler, Araquanid, and Terra Frostlass. Guy has brought Terra Rhyperior, Terra Ceruledge, Greninja, Slowking Galar, Kyurem White, and Zamazenta Crowned. And we have Terra Poison on Rhyperior, which I think is actually kind of smart for like Xerneas, but I also hate it for Latios. Oh wait, also I guess it also helps Wall Sneasler. So actually, never mind. I like it. And Terra fighting
I
on
also
Ceruledge.
sort of dig it because like Latios can often run like Surf.
Yeah.
So like you can sort of like play a 50-50.
Yeah, I suppose that's fair. That's actually a good point. Yeah. And then we have Terra Grass on Heatran, which I mean, yeah, it's your standard. I'm mostly something maybe sounds a little crazy here. I actually would have preferred Terra Bug, and I'm not joking for this battle.
I think that's fine. Like,
the only reason I say that is because it lets you resist Zamazenta body presses, and you're not weak to Kyurem White Ice type moves.
Yeah.
Those are the main two. Otherwise, it's very good versus the rest of the team. Also, if with Terra fighting, I mean, I'm sure you obviously didn't know it was going to be Terra fighting Ceruledge, but
I didn't expect it to be Terra fighting Ceruledge.
What are you expecting? If I get into your mind,
I'm trying to remember what I was expecting. I think I was anticipating it to go for like. What was I expecting? I think I was expecting Terra Grass actually originally, and then I definitely wasn't expecting fighting. I don't remember everything I was considering.
That's
I kind of built this team in 30. I built this team in 30 minutes, and a lot happened. I did not expect Rhyperior to lead, and I kind of panicked.
Hey, you got Chip.
I got Chip. That's a crit. That's Chip. And Frostlass killed it for free.
Yeah. I think, Shadow Ball's really safe into this team. Yeah. It's just, how would you feel if that got a boost? Right there.
I would have forfeited.
Yeah, Balloon Pops.
I was confused by this.
Oh, wow, yeah. Just maybe he thought he lived, or...
Yeah, I mean, I can see that.
That's Chip. Earth Power. Bye!
Yep. Bye-bye.
I'm saying you wouldn't be at that health if you had Terra Bug. Also, physical Greninja is very interesting.
I wasn't expecting physical at all.
I wouldn't either. But I kind of get it when you have, like, Kyurem... I don't know, because you also have, like, Ceruledge, Rhyperior, and Zamazenta.
The Slowking was such a pain in the ass.
Oh, yeah, Slowking is actually just a really good... I mean, it's a really good mod, but also just specifically into Xerneas. Actually, specifically into Oh, that's Aura.
That's so huge.
Pure Aura farming play on Heatran. No boost still, which is unfortunate, but good.
Yeah.
But if it did get boosted, I would have called bullshit the whole time.
That's Chip.
And now... Well, next turn for the moment of controversy.
So, basically, Dire Claws is not legal. And I think Rolling Sleep is probably the worst it could have as well for it to be illegal. However, after a review of the tape,
Didn't matter.
aka the current state of the battle, and Guy being okay with it, it was given the pass. Funnily enough, I think Sneasler is the MVP of this battle.
I don't know. I really want Heatran to have an honorable mention.
I think Heatran does have an honorable mention.
Heatran Aura farming.
Yeah, I mean, it just sat on Ceruledge and Greninja and killed them. But I think Sneasler is a lot more clutch in winning the battle, I guess.
Sneasler was the win con for winning the battle, but also, like, I still had Zern and Latias on the bench. And Latias was chipped down a lot, but Zern was still close to full health. Or I don't remember, actually. But... And then... My Latias set was actually
So do we feel Heatran or Sneasler?
I don't know. My Sneasler was the figure of controversy.
That's why I think we put it on Sneasler. And moving on, we have one last battle, which is Lex versus Hatter. Lex has brought Alolan Persian, Groudon, Cinderace, Zarude, Deoxys, and Walking Wake. And Hatter has brought Mega Metagross, Zekrom, Comfey, Shaman Skye, Tinglu, and Blastoise. And this is Terra Water on Comfey, and Terra Steel on Walking Wake, and Terra Dark on Zarude. Which I'm... Oh.
Oh.
I mean, yeah, that's what I'd expect to a Deoxys, honestly. I think the crit there does matter, actually. At least for the kill.
It does. Nice taunt.
I think it's a really good taunt. Do we go for parting shot here? We do. That's huge.
Yeah. Yeah. Jovial Mary.
Yeah. Double Dance Groudon. I think Citrus Berry, that's kind of solid, actually.
Ooh.
Oh, that doesn't kill. For the Bullet Punch, trade that. Because now, yeah, Comfey just comes in and, yeah.
The goat arrives.
I think this team actually, without Cinderace, does have trouble with Comfey.
This team has a ton of trouble with Comfey. Good taunt again.
Lovely para.
Oh. Wow.
But like my other big concern is just, so this is Terra Water and this is Terra Steel. You're going to Terra Steel, you're going to Terra Blast. That does nothing. And I think this team really is going to struggle to break Comfey now.
Taunt ends.
Yeah, because now you Calm Mind.
Calm Mind Draco doesn't kill now because of the Spatak drop.
And you have to swap out.
Comfey.
It's going to get. Oh, never mind. It does. But it's going to get healing on this turn.
It has a certain ability.
And it's like.
Skyman.
Oh, Skyman.
I don't even think you need to switch out of Comfey there.
Well, you don't kill, and I think the worry is like Power Whip will kill. Guess you go for like knockoff here. Darkest Lariat, okay.
Darkest Lariat.
Because I think these are both Scarf. Goodbye. But now, I mean, it's done its work. Because now, you have no way of killing this thing. You really don't. It's going to click Calm Mind again. At least you get the one trick. Oh, if it clicks Synthesis actually here.
I think it's like
click Synthesis this turn, and now it's just unkillable. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's where you need the para. Or a crit.
Yeah, like Lex is just forced to prey on a para chance here.
And the sad thing, and like, Zarude's at such low health, and I think part of it is, like, I feel like Zarude, if you had the Terra Steel on Zarude, I think you're in a lot better of a spot. And you're kind of just forced to keep spamming Dracos, because you can't touch it otherwise.
Yeah, you can never chance making the switch either.
I mean, if you switch, it's dead. Like, Zarude dies on the switch. Your hope now is
Paras.
And you hit Power Whip. And no. So it's Comfey, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Easily.
And I think Comfey is the Imperium Division's Pokemon of the Week. Is anyone opposed? Or have another suggestion with Fluttermane, Shenpao, Megalop, and Sneasler as well? in contention.
I don't have any arguments here.
It feels like. Sorry, you
I
go.
think it would be really funny to say Sneasler, but it's definitely Comfey.
It feels like Comfey because it feels like, again, Comfey kind of shut the battle out. Like,
I have win cons other than Sneasler on my bench. Comfey wins this battle the whole way through.
yeah, and that's exactly why I want to give it. I say we give it to it. And
Yep.
so our MVPs for this week are Maggie's Veltal, Poke's Garganackle, Parker's Skeledirge, Austin's Primal Kyogre, Killer's Fluttermane, Lily's Genpao, Evan's Megalopony, Aurora's Sneasler, and then our Pokemon of the Week in each division are in the Dynasty division, my Dragonite, and the Imperium division, Hatter's Comfey. Thank you so much.